Once again, to our Mile One Mission family, to any visitors and friends that have maybe found our website and you're trying to figure out who we are, my name is Steve Bray. I'm the executive director of Mile One, and I am doing one of the things I love to do most: introduce the world to new men and women that are coming to our ministry who want to see God plant churches, to start churches. And 2026 is going to be a really unique year for us. And we've had a crop of new men and women and families join us, and we want you to know who they are. So to my left is Robert Troutman. Robert and his wife Sarah moved here just recently from Ohio. They have 5 children, and they attended a church, I think in the range of 300 or so.
Yes.
Just a small church. Heard about us and one of the ministries that we work with called 20 Schemes. But Robert, maybe if you want to just introduce yourself, how old you are, how long you've been married,
Sure.
And how did you end up here?
Yeah.
Maybe just tell the Ma One family and anyone watching, how does Robert Troutman from Michigan, Ohio, Bob Jones grad, all of that stuff, how did you end up here?
Sure. So we'll see how much of that we can cover in a couple minutes. So my name is Robert Troutman. I'm 32, been married to Sarah for just over 10 years. I've spent most of my life in Michigan and Ohio. Most recently, we were at Tri-County Bible Church in Madison, Ohio, which is about an hour east of Cleveland. And I've had a desire for ministry since my freshman year of college, so almost 15 years ago now. But it was really these past 5 to 6 years at our church there in Madison, Ohio, where the Lord has really worked in my own desire to give clarity through our church, through the elders there, through their guidance, and then God's providence. We found out about Mile One. We were looking for an opportunity that would give training to help us prepare for ministry, but then we also have had a desire to see churches planted in places where there's little to no gospel influence.
So ultimately, just so our audience understands, you really feel the call of God to be in full-time ministry.
Yes.
Trying to figure out, okay, Lord, does that look like for me and Sarah and our family that we can be church planters?
Yes.
And then ultimately, Lord, is it in Newfoundland, or does it mean we get great training here, we do the 2-year residency, and while we love it, we appreciate it, it might mean we're going to go back to Ohio or back somewhere else. But right now for you, you're legit saying all the cards are on the table, Lord, thy will be done, not ours.
Yes. There's God in his providence made it stunningly clear that this was the right decision for us. And in one sense, with our large family, I wouldn't have moved us up to Newfoundland if I did not intend to stay and plant a church. But we're just looking for God's leading, and see how he's going to continue to work in our family in these next couple
And you have the full support of your sending church.
Yes.
They're behind you financially. They've commissioned you out. And that is something I think it's important for you if you're looking in about Mile One. We really uphold our ecclesiology very, very high. And we want these men to be God called and church affirmed. We want them to have a real sense of a home church. I've had the joy of meeting Robert's pastors as elders. I think it's fantastic. So again, you're going to see a video card of Robert and his family come up on this screen. There's a QR code on that. I'm going to ask you, would you scan that and be ready and willing to be a part of Robert and Sarah's prayer team? If you want to pray for them, they'll interact with you. If you want to encourage them with cards, or you want to send them something, maybe you want to partner with them financially, or even send a group here to help them in the early stages of learning with a missions team or whatever it might be. This is how you can do it. There's information that comes up on this video, but I pray that you will welcome this family. It's easy for me. I'm from here. I'm passionate about this, but my one family need to realize these are my heroes. These are the men and women that have uprooted their families. They're following Jesus. William Carey said, right, I'll go down the well if you'll hold the ropes. Well, this is the family down the well. Husband and wife, 5 kids draped off them on all sides. We need to hold that rope, and I hope you'll do that. So, Robert, welcome to Newfoundland and Labrador, to Mile One, to the need of our city and province. But we're praying that God not only will use you, but by his grace, use you to see the gospel spread And wherever that means you stay long-term,
Yes.
we will walk the road with you, and we pray you will as well. God bless everybody.